Do you want to know what the rank 1 guild in Guild vs. Guild looks like as far as their match goes? Probably not, and I don't blame it, because honestly, who the hell cares? Not me for sure, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. So without further ado, let's dive into what the current top ranked guild in the game, which is the guild I'm currently in, Guild vs. Guild match is looking like. What up, team? It is Murder Rank here with a Guild versus, or Guild War, I'll just call it Guild versus Guild video here. And as we can see, Mad Immortal Elite as the rank 1. Actually, are we even rank 1? Yes, we're rank 1 with 29 players. Not that BP is the deciding factor here. We just want it to have the best group of players in the game, all in this under the same roof, essentially, so we can learn and advance and do better. But we're just going to make this video and I'll stop blabbing about it. So, Guild vs. Guild is out. I made a video saying could potentially be pay to win, blah, blah, blah. I want to know what you guys think of it so far. Do you think it's too pay to win? Do you think it's okay? I don't know. I'm kind of mixed here. So the first thing we can do is we can kind of look at 5 wins. GG. No one attacked my first team. Okay, so we got 5 wins here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just make sure I'm not going crazy. Let's take a look at my defense, how it's working, what people are using to kind of approach it, and see where they went wrong here. Okay, so as you can see, I have Regulus here. Arrogance to the left of him. She shouldn't be, because if you use the explosion mobs, oh yeah, just get the lead before the healers get there. Anyways, if you use the explosion mobs and they hit Regulus, it's going to splash to Araka, which is why you should never group up your heroes at all. So this is where they tried to rush, and Valkyrie's just OP. Or Valkyra, I forget what her name is in this game, but she's just OP. I can guarantee you between her and Silas, it kind of baited these teams, because my team does not look good. If you look at the garrison, the obvious team to attack is Team 2. Number 1 kind of looks scary. Maybe not so scary, but Team 2 definitely looks like the easy one, and it definitely baited 5 people here. Let's go ahead and watch one more. Let's do the most recent, since they were able to watch a few of the previous battles. And let's see what they did to change up the strat here. Okay, so they did tanks and healers just like the other two. I'm not sure why they all tried the same thing without looking. Because, yeah, they just died before. This is like a... Wait, did I just play this? Or am I crazy? No, I swear I watched a different one before this. I swear. Alright, so these guys are living longer. This is actually not a bad idea. So what this team probably should have done is, and I'll go over this with my attacks. And by the way, the flaming I'm doing right now of these teams attacking me, don't trip. I got owned on quite a few attacks that I did, and I'm going to show them if I can. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be hard to find. I think I attacked. Nope. How would I even know where I attacked? Member info. Oh, personal record. Bam. Okay. Yeah, so look. So I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. This is not right. Because I can only attack 8 times. Battle record. No, not this either. I'm totally confused as to what's going on right now. I'm pretty sure you only get 8 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, maybe, so it's counting attacks and... Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, so here we can see the defenses. Okay, so I won 1, 2, 3. I won 3. And I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I went negative in my win rate because I am a noob. I really am. I got owned in this rotation here. So you know what? I'm going to cherry pick and play the ones that I was victorious in because, hey, it's my video, right? So this is the first one. Do I have this backwards? This looks like something that I lost. We're about to find out shortly here. So the point of this, what I was trying to do was I wanted to get Cetrum's ultimate and Hex's ultimate on cooldown by the time my Maw got there. So you can see Hex just ended, and Cetrum ended, of course, as well here. Oh, maybe I did win. Yeah, so he uses his ability and my guys sneak by. Did I need the healers? Not really, because by the time the healers got in range, they weren't really doing too much. And I would say I'm only sharing you my thought process going through this. These are not going to be meta teams by any means. There's no possible way. I'm not going to say no possible way. It's very unlikely the meta attack team is going to be figured out in this round. That's just my guess and prediction here because it's just too new, and the meta with low-level demon troops that everyone has, even if you farmed as soon as they went live to now, no one has max everything. I don't think it's... I mean, technically you could get crazy lucky, but no one has a max maw, and the strategies are going to change down the line for sure. So that was one attack that I won because I won them all. I mean, obviously I didn't win them all, but we're going to pretend that I won them all, okay? Actually, we'll go to a loss, all right? We'll jump straight into a loss. My first loss. Let's see what this was like. So this was, I remember this team, this was actually a very good team here. So they did so many things right here. The only thing that could be wrong-ish is having Olag next to these two. He did move Silas back, which is smart for sure. So I sent two way too expensive troops to kind of like... It's the first ones I send. They were too expensive to kind of bait out all of the ultimates here. And as we can see, I only got 2 by, and you need 3 to get by to win. So I completely got owned here, for sure. What I could have done better, farmed higher level of my heroes. You can see level 3 and level 6. If I had the epic little creature guys a higher level, or if my tanks were a higher level, they probably would have survived more, but honestly, it's kind of a bad job by me. Using such expensive troops, being these level 2 whatever soldiers they are, as the bait, rookie mistake. Like, don't do what I did. If you haven't attacked yet, do not do what I did. So that was the first loss that I did. And I had another loss of a team that I do want to show. All right, so I tried the same strategy here. It worked once and it didn't work once. But if I actually lost a Maw team. Oh, I remember. It's that team I just showed you. For some reason, Maw did worse. I don't really know why. He kind of just got nuked in one shot. But, okay, so this team is bad. Like we said before, if you're going to try to bait, which you should do, by the way, bait ultimates out of a team first, don't send a high-cost unit. Just throw away any rare that's, like, low cost that you don't need in your team. So, like, the only time it's good to throw something heavy out first is this team, which apparently I won, so it's a good example. But if this doesn't work, never do this. This is like a full-on Zerg rush. We have 2 tanky... I mean, they are pretty tanky. 2 tanky units. So baited both of the ults, one from Salazar, one from Hatset. And then I just overloaded. You see, I didn't even get to deploy my 4th because I just overran them. This only works if you can survive the initial burst with your tanks. It's very risky. Very, very risky. You should only do this if you have a clear... battle power, that's what BP stands for. Battle point, battle power, whatever it is. If you have a clear BP advantage, then use it, because this is where it doesn't work. Let's see what team I tried this on. Yeah, I'm just going to get owned. I already know what happens. What I didn't anticipate happening is what's going to happen. I said, okay, I'm throwing these 2 tanks out first, right? What they're going to do is they're going to bait Valkyrie's ultimate so it doesn't explode on this set right here, which it does. Had that not happened, I'm pretty sure at least 2 get through. But well played to this team, whoever the defender was here, because Oxlane, well played. I was not anticipating Valeria, who's OP, if you can make this work every time, to explode on an entire wave of troops that I put down. So I was completely taken off guard there. It could have worked if that didn't happen, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? So that's my favorite type of team so far. Probably not 3 small critters, but I would say 2 fast units here, 1 bait team, then you throw your tanks, then you throw 2 waves of small guys. That's what I like the most here. Kind of like this, even though I lost here. Let's see what happened here. This is actually an interesting one. So this is my favorite type of team. Oh, I think I just get gapped by the explosions. I should have went fast, or slow, fast, right? Because this is where their cooldowns are down and they're all single target. And this is really, yeah, so I did mess that up. It should have been big, small as far as the troop type, because that second explosion there shouldn't have happened on my, like these guys here. We want them all to build up, and that's kind of the main point of this team here. So this is an error by me for sure. One I will not be making the next time I can attack, absolutely, but an error nonetheless. And I do realize, and we're talking about this, it's not the most interesting thing, and kind of how I felt about this prior to Guild versus Guild. I wasn't a huge fan of this game mode. Has my opinion changed? I think giving us 8 attacks is kind of cool, because it's not just like one attack and that's it. You get 8 attacks, so there's a little bit of strategy you can figure out. Of course, watching your defensive replays is going to be nice for sure. Kind of like, here it says my defensive wins. Even though all the teams kind of tried the same thing, but I guess in the beginning it's going to be fresh. I don't think there are going to be too many complaints this GVG, maybe the next 3, but once like 4 and 5 start happening, I think a lot of people are going to have a pretty strong opinion on this piece of content, since it will have been around for a few rotations, just to see how, or what the players, us, what we really think of this content. Because it is too early, and I think the people who like it because it's so fresh and new, and they give us a good amount of attacks, right? Again, my point, if they give us 1 attack, we probably wouldn't like this content too much. But there's a little bit of strategy. Put your strong teams here, your weak teams there, all of that good stuff. Now, one thing that is weird is that the guild we're matched with isn't like the second place guild, right? Mount Olympus Titans. I don't know where they are on the ranking. Mount Olympus Titans. Mount Olympus, is it these guys? No. I think we are facing, yeah, I don't recognize these names from the attacker list, so I think it's a different one. Okay, right here. So we're facing number 15. I'm really not sure why they didn't put 1 and 2 against each other, then 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and kind of just went from that. I guess they're trying to build up like a tiered system where 1 faces X, 2 faces X, and as you move up, you start facing each other. They're kind of just delaying the same thing. Don't really know why, but it is what it is. So I think the matchup between 1 and 2 would probably look pretty similar to the current matchup we have here, if it lets me get to my screen without all these pop-ups. So yeah, I think the 1 and 2 would look pretty similar to this anyways, but still it's kind of a principle thing. Number 1 should face 2, 3 should face 4, 4 should face 5. We should not be facing 15. This is, despite of my belief that the score would look the same whether we were against 1 or 2 or 1 or 15, we shouldn't be against 15 here, right? We should be against number 2. So that's kind of my take so far on Guild versus Guild. Fun for now, probably a honeymoon type phase, like all gacha games are. This is just a piece of content that kind of reiterates that point pretty well. So I'm curious, A, how is your guild doing? 2, if you're crushing it, how hard are you crushing it? And are you doing well? Or do you feel any type of guild involvement amongst your discords, your guild chats, all of that good stuff? Is it really bringing the game together, or is it just another thing for free resources? I think either is acceptable, but they might want to expand. They have room for improvement for sure. I don't think anyone's going to deny that, but the key is, how are they going to improve in the future? I think that's what we all want to know. So that's going to be my quick video on Guild versus Guild, what our Guild versus Guild in fact ended up looking like, how I played terrible. I had so many whiffed attacks. I'm under 50% win rate on my attacks, but my defense is holding strong, so that's the one bit of copium that's keeping me, I don't know, thinking that I'm somewhat decent of a player in this game. So give me your feedback on this content, thoughts, all that good stuff. Anything you want to write, really, just to see what you're feeling on Guild versus Guild. And that's going to conclude this video. So if you enjoy this content, you already know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe with the notification bell, and I will see you all in my next upload.